Good morning.
Boom! There we are.
We made it. Hello, everybody.
Let's see if we're on. Let's see.
Talk to them. I'll do this.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Good to see you guys. We're trying to make sure, efforting to make sure
Yes,
that you
we're
guys
good.
can see us.
Welcome to Motivational Moment in the Morning. I am Porshea Wilkins.
Hey, you know I'm Jarrod Wilkins.
Excited to be with you all on today. We are here Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. Central Standard Time for 20 minutes of power and inspiration to help you start your day off on time and on time.
Hey, yeah, we're live. We're broadcasting live. Hey, if this is your first time joining us for Motivational Moment in the Morning, welcome to the broadcast. Maybe this is your 5th time or 10th time or 30th time.
35th time.
35th time this season. Thank you so much for joining us. We're excited about your future. It's always great to wake up on top of the dirt versus underneath the dirt.
Yes,
there are
indeed.
people that would love to trade places with each and every one of us that can hear right now, that can see right now, that can breathe right now. So excited to have you guys on. Do us a favor, if you're just chiming in, make sure you let us know where you're broadcasting from, where you are chiming in from, what city, what country, what state, what province. Let us know where you're calling in from.
All that good stuff. Put your country flag in the comments. Let us know. We want to see that, people. I think that's absolutely amazing to see all of the country flags and stuff when we're going back and looking at the comments and everything. If you haven't liked the When Dreams Collide page on Facebook, make sure you do so.
Yep.
Join the group as well, When Dreams Collide. Our focus with When Dreams Collide is going to be on 4 pillars.
Yep.
Kingdom, business, relationships, purpose. So that's what we talk about here on this platform all the time. And man, it's so refreshing to get all of the feedback from everybody and how what we've been sharing has truly impacted their lives. So make sure you join the group, connect with us there. Also follow us on Instagram at When Dreams Collide. We're also on iTunes, SoundCloud, YouTube, and on our website, WhenDreamsCollide.com.
Boom, boom, boom. We're all over the place. We're
Yeah.
all over the place. We're all on these platforms so you can see, you can hear, you can get the message. Do us a favor, share this message this morning. Share, ma'am, this message this afternoon, this evening, wherever it is that you're watching. Get this message out to everybody connected to you. You can hit the share button on your screen right now.
Boop. Just like that.
Yeah.
Boop. Just like that.
Get it out to people. Let them see. Let them hear. We're going to go ahead and get started here as soon as we get ready to share this, because we don't want to belabor the process. I know you are ready. We are ready to get into the message on today.
So just remember, if you're just now joining us, hit live. If you're watching live, if you're watching a replay, hit replay. Share this message. Share it on your timeline. Share it where else, babe?
Share it on your timeline. Share it on your Facebook walls. Share it in whatever groups you're a part of. Tag people in it. Guys, get the word out. Let's do what we do best. You VIPs, Vision Impact Partners, I certainly appreciate you. We appreciate you because of you partnering with us. We're reaching literally an audience of tens of thousands of people every single week. And it's really exciting to have that happen. It's really exciting to do that. So excited to have each and every one of you on the broadcast this morning. We're getting ready to get started.
Social media has played such an important role in us getting the word out even more this season.
Yep.
Because before we were doing it on the conference call line.
Yep.
And so we were limited in our reach with that, even though it was still impactful and we were still connecting with people. It's just so much better to be live, with you guys. And so thank you once again for joining us. We appreciate you all. Let's get this party started.
Hey, well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, kings and queens. Good morning, world changers. Good morning, vision carriers. Good morning, students of excellence. Good morning, family. Good morning, VIPs, Vision Impact Partners. This is the day that the Lord has made, and we will rejoice and be glad in it. I'm excited about your future. Yeah, did you hear me? I said I'm excited about your future. That's why I want to talk to you from a thought this morning. Get over it. Yeah. Get over it. Forgetting those things that are behind me. Pressing towards the mark of the higher calling. Get over it. Do you know a plane can't land on a runway until it's first cleared? You know, we travel all over the country, all over the world, and oftentimes when we're getting ready to land, sometimes we can't even land on the tarmac. We begin to hover in the air. We begin to circulate the veranda of the airport because there may be other planes that are delayed. There may be other planes that are broken down on or near the gate. And so oftentimes what takes place is the plane will hover. The plane will circulate around the veranda of the airport, waiting, listen, for dispatch, waiting for the air traffic controller to say now the coast is clear. And until you get the word and the message that the coast is clear, you cannot land, hear me, the precious cargo.
That's true.
That you're carrying for that particular destination. And isn't it amazing that many of us, I'm coming early, many of us have been circling around destiny. Many of us have been circling around the veranda of our destination, but you're wondering and questioning why I can see it. You're wondering and questioning and why it's within view, but not within reach. And the reason why you can see it, but you ain't been able to touch it is because, listen to me, you've got too much mess on the runway. You've got too much drama at the gate. You've got too many people that are interfering with the obstruction of view that you have to be able to land precious cargo. So there's nothing wrong with the plane. The plane is fully capitalized and it's fully fueled to be able to do what it's supposed to do. They have checked every single one of the components and the conditions of the plane. The pilot of the plane is intact. He's got his wherewithal in terms of how to land the plane. Matter of fact, there are automatic features and buttons on the plane that will land it on its own. It will be a safe, soft landing. But the reason why you are still circling around, the reason why you haven't landed in that dream career, the reason why you haven't landed that husband, the reason why you haven't landed that relationship of real friends is because you've got too much mess. You've got too many people that don't belong in that place interfering with your landing.
Come on now.
And oftentimes what happens is you're circling around in the plane like we've done many times before, and then you actually may land. Oh, here it is. You may actually land, but hear me, they haven't either A, moved the gate for you to pull up, or B, somebody else is at the gate and hadn't taken off. And so here you are, frustrated. Here you are, upset, unnerved, and have the unmitigated gall to complain when there are other people that have not taken off. You've landed, and you're trying to figure out why can't I deboard? Why can't I get off this plane? Why can't I get into the airport so I can go get my luggage, so I can go get my bags, so I can get into my car and get to my destination? Can I help you? Get over it. Jay, why should I get over it? See, the challenge with so many of us is that we keep rehearsing and replaying our past pains because we don't have faith in the future. You keep replaying and rehearsing and reliving what he did and what she didn't do and where they dropped you and where that happened and what didn't take place and what fell apart. Ladies and gentlemen, listen to me. Oftentimes, God allows things to fall apart so you can fall right into place.
Right.
Because had that not happened for you, because things don't happen to us, they happen for us. Had that not happened for us, had that business not fallen apart, had that gate not been malfunctioned, had they not had people hovering before us, had that plane not taken off or had it taken off a moment before, you may have been on a crash course collision to your demise and to your destruction. But destiny always prevails. Destiny always holds you. Remember Mephibosheth. Everybody say Mephibosheth. Mephibosheth came from a lineage of royalty. Mephibosheth came from a lineage of not only royalty but of kings. And Mephibosheth, here it is. I'm hearing you, Holy Ghost. Mephibosheth walked with a limp. Shucks. Mephibosheth had a debilitating disease that didn't allow him to function and to move the way that he was supposed to. Now listen to me. Mephibosheth, he didn't do this to himself. Mephibosheth was not the one to be blamed. Mephibosheth was not the one that created what I call a self-inflicted wound, because some of us, we've taken the gun and shot ourselves and looked for other people to blame. But Mephibosheth, here it is. The story says Mephibosheth, he was dropped as a baby. And because he was dropped by someone who otherwise was supposed to protect him, he now had a limp in his life. Oh, God, I hear you. Some of us, we're limping through life because we've been dropped by people that were supposed to care for us. Some of us, we're limping through life. You ain't been in a good relationship in 15 years because somebody dropped you 15 years ago. Some of you, you've given up on the dream because maybe somebody dropped the business plan on you, and they dropped the commission structure on you. They dropped the product delivery on you. And now here your life is full of a limp. And I'm showing up this wonderful Friday morning to tell you, get over it. Mephibosheth gets a phone call. Mephibosheth, if he was in this postmodern generation, he probably got an email or a text message to say, somebody's looking for you. And David, here it is. David is in a position of authority, and he's looking for someone in the lineage of Jonathan to be favorable to. He's looking for someone in the lineage of Jonathan to give a blessing to, because Jonathan gave up his life to protect his friend David. Jonathan went against his father to protect his friend. How do I know you are my friend? I know you're my friend when you can go against your father just to protect my favor. Yeah. I know you're my friend when you can go against what seems familiar to protect my anointing. A real friend is not only concerned about you, they're concerned for you.
That's true.
When's the last time you checked on your real friend? When's the last time you sent them a text to say, I'm praying for you? When's the last time you called them and you didn't ask them for nothing?
Come on, somebody.
You didn't ask him for a hookup.
No.
You didn't ask him for a discount.
No.
You didn't ask him for nothing. You just called to say,
hey,
how you doing? But here it is. David is now looking because Jonathan is now gone. He's dead. He's gone. But David didn't forget who covered him, who looked after him, who took care of him when people were trying to kill him. See, that's why I never forget who stayed down and who switched up. I never forget who was there with the knife in my back and who had the bandages to wrap me back up. I never forget. And here it is. I'm almost done, y'all. Would you share this message? Here it is. Here's David. And they finally find Mephibosheth somewhere down through the lineage. And David says, bring him to me. Bring him. Bring Mephibosheth. And they bring Mephibosheth in. Ooh. And Mephibosheth limps in. Have you ever been in a place where life has put a beat on you and people have just despised you and they've betrayed you, they've lied on you, they talked about you, they've said things that didn't even make no sense, and they know it didn't make no sense, but for those of us that have ever been strong for a minute, you find yourself limping through life. You find yourself crawling through the dirt of life. You find yourself having to roll in instead of rolling over and playing dead. And here's Mephibosheth. Can you see him? He's limping in, and somebody had dropped him. I would be okay if I was limping because I had a self-inflicted wound. No. I'm limping because somebody else hurt me. I'm limping because somebody else dropped me. I'm limping because somebody else didn't protect me. I'm limping because my mama walked out on me. I'm limping because my daddy didn't care. I'm limping because my husband left me. I'm limping because the business fell apart. But I ain't giving up on life because I'm willing to get over it, to limp through life. And here's Mephibosheth. He comes into the presence of David. And Mephibosheth doesn't have all of the aesthetics that you should have. But he gets invited to sit down at the table. And he sits at the table. And he's covered. When he sits at the table with royalty, he's covered. You can't see his lip. But the only way he got to the table is because he was willing to get over it.
Whatever hurt you hold in your heart hurts you. Not the person you're angry with, not the person you're at odds with. It's your heart. So your anger, your resentment, your pain, your frustration, your pettiness, your bitterness that's in your heart only hurts you.
Yeah.
You got to stop worrying about people who aren't worrying about you. Stop losing sleep over people who are sleeping well over losing you. They are gone on with their lives.
Yep.
Happy, at peace. He's remarried, honey.
Oh, wow.
He's moved on.
Wow.
Listen, she got a baby with somebody else. Brother, she gone.
Gone.
They gave the job to somebody else. It's gone. Yeah, the house you lost the house in bankruptcy. Another family has moved in, cooking breakfast every morning, having a good time. You keep driving by the neighborhood. It's gone.
It's gone.
They're not your friends anymore. But you stalking them on social media. It's gone.
It's gone.
If you keep reliving all of that hurt, you are going to continue to relive the hurt. Constantly, whatever you put in front of you, that's what gets inside of you.
Yeah.
So you have to get to some type of resolve at some point in time where you're like, okay, it's over.
It's over.
It's done.
Done.
Let me move on with my life.
Please do.
Let me move forward with my life.
Yeah.
Your bitterness doesn't affect them. Matter of fact, you're comic relief for them.
Wow.
You're mad and you're being messy and you're texting and you're doing all this other kind of stuff, plotting, planning and scheming, and meanwhile they over here with the people they're happy with laughing at you.
Right.
Don't position yourself to be the butt of somebody else's joke.
My.
Don't do that. You're better than that. Whatever the issue is, I'm not saying don't feel the pain.
Right.
I'm not saying don't feel the hurt, don't cry the tears.
Yeah.
I'm not saying don't do that because there's you got to go through your 5 stages of grief: denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and then resolution. You have to go through those 5 stages, and you need to give ample time for each stage.
That's
and
right.
you also have to understand that each person will be at each stage at different times.
Correct.
So it may take them a couple of days to get through the bargaining.
Right.
You understand?
Yeah.
Where it may take somebody else a couple of months.
Yeah. Don't rush me.
But you can't you don't get to tell somebody else how to handle the hurt. You don't get to tell them how to heal as well. I've seen this happen before where somebody have a family member pass away. And because you haven't experienced that, or you just are wired differently, you can get over it quickly and move on. But this person is still grieving the loss of that. Even with divorce, people mourn that loss different ways.
Correct.
So you can't tell a person how to handle it and how to deal with it.
Yeah.
But you can encourage them if you see them going down a certain path where they are pity parties.
Yeah.
They are just being miserable on purpose. They are allowing that issue to cause them to be mean and rude to other people who didn't hurt them, who are just trying to help them.
Yeah.
You do have a right to call a person out on that.
You do.
Like, okay, bro, okay, sis, listen, I know you're going through, but what you got to understand, I'm not the one that did it to you.
Correct.
I'm here to help you.
Yep.
I'm here to support you. I'm
Yep.
here to do all of that. I'm here to help you get over it.
Wow.
I'm here to help you get to the other side.
To the other side.
Because maybe they don't know how.
Hello from the other
And
side.
sometimes people don't have the words to explain how they feel. They just know how they feel.
Yeah.
You understand? So, but if you are that person and you're going through those different stages, recognize where you are in the process.
Yeah.
Say, okay, this is where I am, but I need to get to this next stage. What can I do today to continue to prep myself for that next stage so I can officially get over this thing?
Yeah.
Because whatever you don't get over will get into you. Whatever you don't get over will get into you. So whatever that issue is that you're not investing the time to get strengthened from, to grow from, to get over, will just stay inside of you.
You don't get over it, it'll pull you
and
under.
it'll pull you under.
Yeah.
That's it. If you don't get over it, it will pull you under.
Yeah.
Pull you down.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, you're contemplating taking your life.
Oh, wow.
There's so many people who have suffering silently because they feel that nobody's there. They feel nobody understands, and that's not true.
At all.
That's the trick of the enemy. Whenever a person is, it's twofold. So God's strength is made perfect in our weakness.
Very true.
The Bible tells us that.
Yeah.
So when we are in that weakened state, it's important for us to call out to Him so He can be there for us and pull us out of that. But the other thing is when you are in that weak state, and the reason why it's tough to get out is because when the enemy finds out, and the enemy is the type to hit you when you're down.
Yeah.
They just lost a job.
Wow.
They just lost a child. They just lost the money.
Yep.
They just lost a family member. Now let me creep in. Because remember, the Bible says the devil roams around like a roaring lion, seeking who he may devour. Constantly seeking, constantly looking, constantly scanning the earth, scanning the situation, scanning the people to see who he can attack and devour to take you out. So that the whole goal of the enemy is to get you to denounce God and His people so that he can have you.
Yeah.
And the reason why is because he's envious, he's jealous, because God kicked him out of heaven.
Wow.
And so he wants you to be in the same down place so where God kicks you out too.
Yeah.
But what he doesn't understand is that God is for you.
Right.
So nobody can be against you.
Ever.
What the enemy doesn't understand is that the weapons may form, but they they won't prosper.
They won't.
You understand? What the enemy doesn't understand is that the plans of the diligent lead to advantage.
Yeah.
You understand? So those are all the things that the Word of God says. And so you have to stand on those things as you're going through this process. And with each day that you choose to stand is a day for you to have the opportunity to get over. You can't get over anything if you're not mindful of where you are.
That's right.
And whether you have to step over, whether you have to jump over, whether you have to, sometimes, sometimes it's like running hurdles.
Yeah.
If you ever watch track, people who are running hurdles, they got there's a couple of yards there before they get to the first hurdle.
Yes.
From the start line to the first hurdle. And the reason why that is because they gotta ramp up.
Yep.
They got to ramp up the speed. They got to ramp up their energy. They got to ramp up so that when they get to that first hurdle, boom, they can jump over it. And then it's just a couple of steps in between each hurdle. But once you get over that first or that second one, you get some rhythm. You understand? And so you got to have that time from the start line to the first hurdle. You got to have that time to ramp up. You got to have time to encourage yourself. What you need to do at the start line is you need to start telling yourself, I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Greater is He that is in me than he who is in the world. If God can be for me, who can be against me? I'm the head and not the tail. I'm a winner, not a whiner. God made me perfect in His image and in His likeness. I am so amazing. I am incredible. People are haunting me down to try to do business with me and want to close deals with me. Everything I touch prospers and turns to gold. You got to affirm yourself. You have to do that every day. That's what you're doing at the start line. You're constantly affirming yourself. So when that first hurdle of life shows up, you got enough in you to get over it. And if you get over that first hurdle, you just keep repeating the process. Jump over it, jump over it. You see the hurdle, get over it. And sometimes you may trip. Sometimes your foot might get caught. Somebody may try to pull you down. Grab your foot while somebody that's down see you jumping over and grab your foot to pull you down. But that's okay. You get back up. And whether you got to start knocking the hurdles down to get to the finish line, crawling over them, crawling under them, whatever it is you got to do, you do what's necessary so you can get over those hurdles. Because if you don't get over it, you'll never get to the finish line.
Ever.
the hurdles are there for a reason. With each one you get over, you learn more about yourself. Your confidence increases.
Yes.
You understand? Your peace increases.
Yes.
You realize, man, I'm not weak like they said I was. They said I was weak. They said I wasn't gonna make it without them. They said I'm nothing.
Yeah.
They said all these things about me. They made me feel like I was useless and I was worthless. You know what? I'm all right. I'm pretty doggone good. I can make this thing happen.
Yep.
It's you start to remember your greatness. You start to recall those things. God just starts to bring up from when you was a child.
Yeah.
How you used to get over things all the time, crawling over this, crawling over that, and just making things happen all throughout your life.
Yep.
This isn't the first time you've experienced a hurdle that you have to get over, and it won't be the last time. So we just want to encourage you today that whatever the hurdle is, if you got to mourn, take your time to mourn.
Yeah.
But mourn with the intentions of knowing, I got to get over this.
Yeah.
I got to get over it.
You got to get over it. Whatever you don't get over will always pull you under.
Listen.
Whatever you don't get over will pull you under. Get over it. God bless you. God bless your families. And God most certainly bless your dream.
Thank you guys so much for joining us today and this week. We appreciate you guys. Again, make sure you like the When Dreams Collide page on Facebook. Join the group. Follow us on Instagram at When Dreams Collide. We're also on iTunes, SoundCloud, YouTube, and on our website, whendreamscollide.com. You can get your moment when, where, and how you want it. Have a blessed weekend, and we will see you guys Monday.
Boom.